How's it going, Io? In this video, we're going to talk about why Priscilla Presley has contested her daughter's will, the reason Katy Perry rejected Billie Eilish, and the secret that Britney Spears has now revealed. First off, damning court documents have pit Priscilla Presley against her granddaughter, Riley Keough, claiming that she was pushed out as a trustee and an inconsistent signature from her daughter Lisa Marie was used. She has now filed legal documents to set aside an amendment to Lisa Marie's trust which eliminates her and her daughter's former business manager, Barry Siegel, as trustees and replace them with her granddaughter Riley. She asked the Los Angeles County Superior Court to determine the validity of the document, challenging the 2016 amendment to the will, which outs her as a trustee. In the court filing, Priscilla claims that she and Barry were first named co-trustees on January the 29th in 1993, but when her daughter died on January the 12th this year, she found a new amendment which was dated to the 11th of March in 2016. Priscilla claims that the amendment, allegedly signed by Lisa Marie Presley, misspells her mother's name and contains a signature that appears to be inconsistent with her usual one. So she's bringing up the possibility of signature fraud. Priscilla also maintains the amendment was never delivered to her during her daughter's lifetime, which is something that was required by the express terms of the trust. She also claims that the document was never witnessed or notarized, and that the date on the document is suspicious. So Priscilla is essentially challenging the fact that her granddaughter Riley has become the sole trustee. Lisa Marie's financial troubles have been well documented over the years, especially her 2018 lawsuit against her former manager Barry Siegel, which accused him of negligence and mishandling her sizable inheritance that she got from Elvis. According to documents filed at the time, the late singer claimed that he left her in financial ruin. She claims that he had put his own financial interests ahead of her own and mismanaged her finances, resulting in her $100 million trust dwindling to $14,000 in cash by 2016. The lawsuit also claimed that Lisa Marie had racked up $500,000 in credit card debt. She alleged that her former manager bought a $9 million English home using the trust's money, basically saying that he had squandered her inheritance. Meanwhile, Barry claimed that her financial problems were due to her own missteps, and he countersued her for $800,000 in unpaid bills. But the lawsuit rumbled on for years. Starting in 2005, Lisa Marie claimed that she suffered an 11-year odyssey to financial ruin and was damaged in an amount believed to be in excess of $100 million. Her divorce from Michael Lockwood was finalized in 2021. During the proceedings, she claimed that she was $16 million in debt, with most of that stemming from unpaid taxes. She and Michael married in 2006, and 2 years later they welcomed twin daughters Harper and Finley. The singer then filed for divorce in June of 2016, and ever since their separation, the two of them have been embroiled in an ongoing custody battle over their children. When the couple first split up, Michael asked her to pay him $263,000 a year so that he can enjoy a lifestyle that is closer to his marital status of living. He also wanted $40,000 a month in child support. They did have a prenup, but Michael later claimed that he was badly advised by his lawyers. The case was initially settled in 2018 in her favor, but in 2021, he went back to court demanding child support. It turns out that Lisa Marie had avoided paying him child support for years, saying that she did not have the means to do so. He demanded that she finally pay up, claiming that she was flush with cash from her $1 million book deal and the Elvis biopic. Now, she wasn't rich enough to make the Forbes list of highest paid entertainers, but Lisa Marie still owned Graceland, which is Elvis Presley's estate that is now a massive tourist attraction. Last year, she said that she earned nearly $104,000 a month from Elvis Enterprises. Although she did have financial troubles, the singer was also known as a dedicated philanthropist, as she oversaw the Elvis Presley Charitable Foundation, which benefits homeless families and offers rent-free housing, and also other services to families in need. She also worked with Oprah Winfrey's Angel Network to provide relief to those affected by Hurricane Katrina, and the Dream Factory to benefit children with life-threatening illnesses or disabilities. This latest news comes less than 1 week after Lisa Marie was laid to rest at Graceland, following a star-studded memorial service. Priscilla thanked fans for their support during a very difficult time. She said, "Thank you all for your condolences. You have touched me with your words. It has been a very difficult time, but just knowing your love is out there makes a big difference." Next up, Katy Perry has revealed that she initially snubbed Billie Eilish and turned down an opportunity to collaborate with her before she found stardom. During an event hosted by Kiss FM, the singer recalled the moment that she rejected the opportunity. The story goes that a colleague sent her an email one time that said, "Hey, check out this new artist. I'd really like us to work with her because she was working with me for Unsub Records." Katy said, "It was a song called Ocean Eyes, and it was just a blonde girl, and I was like, meh, boring." She then admitted that it was a big mistake and said, "Don't let this hit the internet." And it really was, because Ocean Eyes went on to become a major hit song and made its way onto the soundtrack for the 2017 film Everything Everything. It eventually racked up 21 platinum certifications across 7 countries, and it was covered by many artists like Alicia Keys and Machine Gun Kelly. So Katy definitely missed out big time, although you have to appreciate her honesty for even admitting something like that. The fact that she thought Billie was boring at first just goes to show you how not everyone can recognize talent when they see it, even other talented artists. Although in this instance, it's a little bit worse considering the fact that Katy was a judge on American Idol. Billie Eilish rose to fame in 2015 with the release of Ocean Eyes, and she's since become one of the biggest names in the industry, winning 7 Grammy Awards, a Golden Globe Award, and an Oscar for Best Original Song. Although Katy's confession was a little bit awkward, the two musicians have since become friends. In Billie's 2021 documentary, The World's a Little Blurry, we can see the moment that Katy introduces herself and her then fiance Orlando Bloom. When they met backstage at Coachella, Katy can be heard saying, "My fiance doesn't listen to modern music. He'll only play you in the car all the time." Orlando then hugged Billie and said, "I'm so proud of you." Katy then gave her some career advice and said, "I want to say this is going to be wild for 10 years. If you ever want to talk, because it's a weird ride." What was really funny about that interaction was the fact that Billie did not recognize Orlando at all. After the couple left, she asked her brother Phineas who he was, and when she realized, Billie said, "That guy, it was him? No way. Bring him back, I want to meet him again. He kissed me on the cheek. I did not know that was him. I thought that was just some dude that Katy Perry met." Before she hit the stage, Orlando actually returned again and gave her a long hug, and he said, "This is a universe hugging you. I'm giving you so much love and life right now." All in all, it was great that Katy stopped by to give her some advice, considering the fact that Billie has been very open about her struggles with fame. In 2021, she reflected on her early experience with media attention after the release of her hit song, and she admitted that she was initially thrown off by all the fame. She said, "I hated going outside. I hated going to events. I hated being recognized. I hated the internet having a bunch of eyes on me. I just wanted to be doing teenager stuff." Earlier this month, the singer also had to file a restraining order against a fan who allegedly broke into her house several times. She said that the incidents have caused her substantial anxiety, fear, and emotional distress over her safety and that of her family. On January the 5th, the LAPD arrested 39-year-old Christopher Anderson on suspicion of burglary after he attempted to break into her house by jumping over a fence to gain access to the property. In the court documents that were filed, Billie said that he turned up unannounced and uninvited after apparently professing his love for her and expressing that he really wanted to meet her. In her own statement to the police, the 21-year-old said that she never had communication with the man, but she says that the stalking has made her feel unsafe to return to her childhood home. She said, "I have viewed images of this individual and can confirm I have no idea who he is, and that I have had no prior relationship or communication with him." According to her father, Patrick O'Connell, this Anderson guy has rung the doorbell asking to use the bathroom. He then slid a note under their front gate, left a white flower, and a handwritten note where he professes his love for Billie. Unfortunately, she's faced numerous threats of violence over the course of her career. That's something that she still struggles with to this day. And last but not least, Britney Spears is finally speaking out and letting fans know what she really thinks about them calling the police on her. She posted a video on Twitter with the caption, "Yep, that's me, I'm alive and well, but not really convinced on these health juices. I mean, there are so many. This is me at the gym living my best life." In the comments she wrote, "I shut down my Instagram because there were too many people saying I look like an idiot dancing and that I looked crazy. Honestly, I was doing my best, but it disturbed me to see people freely talk about it on TV. And yep, it hurt my feelings." Britney went on to say, "I'm sensitive and honestly, I would rather take a break and do my ice cream diet anyway. I know I thought it was a joke too, but it's not. It works surprisingly well." She then spoke directly about the decision to call the police and said that it was uncalled for and just a way to make her look bad. She wrote, "I'm shocked as hell that when I took my Instagram down, fans got worried and sent the cops to my house. I adore my fans, but those who did that aren't real fans. And I honestly felt like it was a way to make me look bad." She also brought up the incident which occurred at an LA restaurant where customers took out their phones and started filming her without her consent, which was very triggering for her. She said, "I mean, come on, 3 girls at a restaurant came up to me yesterday so drunk and loud and sat right beside me with that gross smell of alcohol and got right in my face. Reminded me of my wedding. I was traumatized. This time I said, please get the F away from me. Yes, it's Britney, B. I woke up and spoke up for myself. Can you believe it?" She finished the post by saying she's doing the best that she can and she's alive, fine, healthy, and ready to start a new day. So if anything, those tweets should be enough to convince people to finally respect her privacy and stop intruding on her life. If you didn't know, the 41-year-old singer had officers at her home last Wednesday after fans became concerned when she deleted her Instagram account. She then posted a note to Twitter where she addresses the police visit and claims claims that things went a little too far. She specified that the police never entered her home, and that once they arrived, they quickly realized there was no issue and left immediately. Britney said, "This felt like I was being gaslit and bullied once the incident made it to the news, and being portrayed once again in a poor and unfair light by the media." She ended the note by saying, "During this time in my life, I truly hope the public and my fans, who I care about so much, can respect my privacy moving forward." Britney has deleted her Instagram account multiple times in recent years, but for whatever reason, fans became alarmed this time around. Either that or they genuinely thought it was a good idea to do a prank call. They called the Ventura Coast Sheriff's Office. Deputies then went out to Britney's home and determined that there was no reason to believe she was in any danger. Some of the people responsible for making the calls took to TikTok to live stream the whole thing. But it just goes to show you that these fans weren't actually concerned and they wanted to make a spectacle of it all. So hopefully this news can all die down now that Britney has released a comprehensive statement addressing all the chaos of the last month. Thank you guys so much for watching. That's all the news we have for today. Please let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll catch you in the next video.